Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well, teach his truth in all honesty and sincerity. And salutations to you brothers around the four corners of the earth that push this truth in all honesty and sincerity as well. Great diligence to wake up the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom to you, Akwathium, that's, listening, learning, playing your creation role in silence. Just recently, they brought out the no officers being charged in the Breonna Taylor case, which is nothing new. The scriptures tell us these things. The scriptures have been talking to us for a while. A lot of our people have not been having the ear to hear, and scoffing at it. But it's talking directly to you Israelites, you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, man. You the Israelites. The Bible is speaking to you, through the mouths of the prophets that the Lord has set up, man. It behooves us to take heed. But I'll let a little bit of this play, and I'll grab some scriptures.
We're going to begin tonight with breaking news and a state of emergency in Louisville, Kentucky. As we come on the air, protesters and police are clashing there. The National Guard is on alert, and the city is under a mandatory curfew after a grand jury decided not to indict 3 police officers in the shooting death of Breonna Taylor. The 26-year-old emergency room technician was shot 6 times in her apartment back in March by plainclothes police serving a drug warrant. Well, today, Kentucky's Attorney General said 2 of the officers were justified when they fired the shots that killed her. Now, a 3rd officer will face lesser charges, not for Taylor's death, but for firing shots into her neighbors' homes. The killing of Breonna Taylor gained renewed attention this summer in the wake of George Floyd's death, as cries of "Say Her Name" became part of a nationwide movement for social justice and police reform. She's graced the cover of O magazine, and her cause was championed by athletes and celebrities. And tonight, there is once again anger and frustration on the streets of Louisville from those who feel justice has not been.
Let me read this out of the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. And I'll start at verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, lowercase g, wood and stone. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee. And that's us, man. That's our people. We call niggers, black, African American, spick, squantos. They got all these names for us, except for what the Lord called us. While I'm at it, I'll jump over to bear with me. I'll jump to 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And the scripture tell us no one whoever perish being innocent. This is on a carnal level. a wrongful death, but spiritually, the Most High ordained this woman to be taken out in this manner. Only the Lord knows how much she has transgressed and committed offenses against him. But anywho, the Lord sent the judgment out, and He's using our enemy to do that, which is all His will, because it's all going to lead up to the big shebang. Now these people always are doing stuff to the Israelites and never being held accountable, and it's all for the build up, of the Great War, man. The riots, the race wars, World War III. All this is a lead up until to the big shebang when the Lord comes back, man, to destroy these wicked kingdoms, and to bring judgment on the 2/3 of our people as well, and the heathens, you know, and rescue the elect. Um, I'll jump down to verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. Um, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Um,
There's a lot of new reporting to get to tonight. We've got our team of correspondents standing by. CBS's Jerika Duncan is going to lead us off tonight from Louisville. Good evening, Jerika.
Good evening, Nora. As the news spread, the number of demonstrators here at Jefferson Park grew. You can hear them chanting right now, Black Lives Matter. Many of them said that the moment they realized that no officer was going to be charged directly with the killing of Breonna Taylor, tears were shed, voices raised. There was a wave of palpable disappointment.
Immediately after the decision was announced, there was an explosion of emotion.
We've been out here for over 100+ days. This is ridiculous. You know, it's not fair. At the end of the day, like, how much is a black woman's life worth?
Demonstrators took to the streets. Late this afternoon, protesters clashed with police. As the chanting continued in Louisville, 50 miles away in Frankfort, Kentucky.
and this is exactly. I'm gonna come back to Deuteronomy 28th chapter. I'm gonna jump to Second Ezra in the Apocrypha. This is exactly what what it's according to plan, but these elite, they want to usher in martial law. So yes, there are these things happening, and they're not being held accountable, and that's the Most High controlling them through Satan. Is all part of the Most High's will, man. These they think that they're in charge of this, but it's not really them. It's the Most High controlling them through Satan on the left hand side. Because the Lord's will is going to be done, period. This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. I'll start at 14. And it reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." You know, they want to lock these cities down. They want the people to riot so they can, implement martial law and usher in the chip. But they have to get a certain amount of control. They say Louisville is have a curfew. That's part of what it's talking about in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter and the 16th verse. 17 Salakia. But this is what it's is leading up to.
Attorney General Daniel Cameron said he followed the facts.
Sometimes the criminal law, to respond to a tragedy.
The grand jury concluded former officer Brett Hankison.
And they always have a Jake, a sellout Jake, man, to make excuses or to stand up and be the face of trying to smooth things over, man. But that won't be the case, too long, because like it read in Second Ezra, 15th chapter and the 17th verse, they not gonna regard their princes nor their kings, man. The politicians and these people in place of authority, they're not gonna care about that, man. You back anything into a corner, man, and it's gonna fight back. But we know that through the spirit, all we have to do is just be watchmen and wait on the Lord. The Lord is putting His spirit on these people, man, to do these certain things. Also the retaliation. But we not walking in the flesh and trying to seek revenge. Our revenge is gonna see these people be brought down, man, to their rightful estate, low, to the ground. Our recompense is gonna come at the hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. And it's gonna be way worse than what we can do at this time.
Who wildly fired 10 shots, endangered the lives of 3 people who were inside an apartment near Breonna Taylor's. Officers Jonathan Mattingly and Miles Cosgrove, who fired the fatal shot at Taylor, will not face state criminal charges.
According to Kentucky law, the use of force by Mattingly and Cosgrove was justified to protect themselves. This justification bars us from pursuing criminal charges in Miss Breonna Taylor's death.
Taylor was killed in the early morning hours of March 13th as police were executing a search warrant. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, says he believed the police were intruders. He fired a single shot that hit Mattingly. Police then returned fire, hitting Taylor 6 times.
Somebody peeked in the door inside my girlfriend.
Taylor's family attorney, Ben Crum, called the decision outrageous and offensive.
I mean, a life cut far too short. A life pregnant with possibilities.
But jumping back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, I'll start at verse 63. "And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoice over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. That's why Israelites are around the four corners of the earth. Because the Lord scattered us through the different captivities. And those that fled into refuge from the one end of the earth unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease. Everywhere the Israelites are, man, they're getting persecuted. They're getting trodden up on. They're getting the worst treatments. The worst living conditions. Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. And pursuant to the book of Micah 2:10, it tells us, depart from this place. This is not your rest. This is not a place where we're gonna build up and be great by doing righteous things and living righteously. You have to be defiled in this place to exceed, man. To be looked at as successful, or to gain the things that make life easier in this world. And that's just the curses, man. This is our punishment for not hearkening to the voice of the Lord. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. Hey, and that's what's going down. That's exactly what's going down, man. We don't have a surety of our life, man. Any day we could be taken out. Any moment we can be taken out just like that. And this is, it's because of our transgressions of the Most High. We'll jump to the book of Psalms.
State charges in Breonna Taylor's death, a fact that is fueling the crowd's response.
So many that are at home right now, minding their own business, and right now our police could storm through their doors and murder them. That wanton endangerment was about her neighbors. That was not about Breonna Taylor.
CBS.
This is Psalms chapter 118, and I start at verse 7. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. All nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. It's the Lord who we should trust in, not the judicial system. Not cops doing the right thing. We can't trust in that. We got to trust in the Lord that He gonna put that hedge of protection around us, because following His laws, statutes, and commandments. To the best of our abilities, actually, striving for greatness and doing righteousness, man. Regardless of if it's cool or popular or whatever. Who cares about that, man? Your life is at stake. Your salvation is at stake. And in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yahweh being the Father and Yahushua being the Son. That's where the help comes from. Proverbs chapter 6:18 and 10, I believe. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe. Knowing that name, man, Jesus is not for our people, man. That was to throw you off, man, from calling on the right name. The Lord was a Hebrew from the tribe of Judah, and he has a Hebrew name, Yahweh Shah, deliverer of his people, or he is a deliverer. I'm gonna jump to the book of Psalms again, 69. Um, and it reads. I start at verse 4. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. They they that would destroy me, being mine enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away. O Yahweh, thou knowest my foolishness, and my sins are not hid from thee. Let not them that wait on thee, O Lord, God of hosts, be ashamed for my sake. Let not those that seek thee be confounded for my sake, O Yahweh of Israel. You know, this is a psalm of David praying to the Lord about his enemies. I got one more. I'll jump to the book, Psalms chapter 7. In verse 1. And it reads, Lord, O Lord, my power, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me, and deliver me, lest he tear my soul like a lion, renting it in pieces, while there is none to deliver. O Lord, my power, if I have done this, if there be iniquity in my hands, if I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, yea, I have delivered him that without cause is my enemy. You know, so this is David putting his trust into the Lord, man, to protect him from his enemies. You know, and that's what we have to do as well. You know, I hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm gonna say Shalom and the Bible Ball Kwam Yasharala.